Today, Thursday, the 27th of June 2024, we have our hand-picked match predictions to share with you, which will be backed up by some stats and analytics to help you make your picks in the list to boost your winning by 99 to 100%. And of course, in this list, we are also preparing for the upcoming weekend predictions, which will share with you games based on the weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday combined. To those of you who have taken the membership package plan, will access all of the videos based on our handpicked weekend match prediction. To benefit from this, you want to make sure that you join to become a member of our channel by choosing the level 2 Pro plan. I'll put the link below this video description. So without wasting time, I'll begin with the first event of our today's list. Looking at the first match prediction here, we are looking at a match in the Boateng Premier League, a match between ROTC and Paro. In this event, I first of all want to share with you the performances of these teams based on recent games they have played. First, I'll share with you the performance of ROTC at home. Out of 2 events being played at home, they have recorded 1 win, 50% win rate, as compared to the opponent, which out of 2 events, they have had 2 wins, having 100%. Looking now at some performances of ROTC, comparing that of the opponent, you're going to see that ROTC here is good at home based on recent game played, comparing to that of Paro, who is very offensive. Paro here is very offensive team. You can see how they have played based on the way, 8-2, 2 and 3. And based on the recent game they just had this recent period, you can see 8 and 2. And now looking at some comparison between these two, Paro had a game with Tensong, and they also had a game with Sirang. Looking at some comparison here, you're going to see that the home team had games with matches like For So Long Heroes and BFF Academy. With For So Long Heroes, they had a win, 4-1. With Academy U19, you can see they had a loss. And also, I want to share some comparison based on games played by this Paro, also comparing that with opponents like, for example, Dega United. You can see Paro had the game with Dega, 7 goals were scored. This same Dega also had a game with the opponent, and I'll share with you here. They had a game with Dega just recently. You can see 3 goals were scored, and that of the opponent, you can see with Dega, you can see 7 goals were scored. Looking at other comparison like Transport United, Sinful City or Samsey, I want to look at that as well. You can see like Sinful City, they had a draw here, 2 goals. This same Sinful City had a game here with the opponent, Sinful City. You can see 5 goals were scored by Paro, who is very, very offensive. And looking at other comparison like Transport United, you can see he had a draw with ROTC, 8 goals were scored. This same Transport had a game with the opponent here. You can see Transport, they also had a draw. Looking at everything in order and putting things in place, we are looking at 2 major picks for this event in full time. First, we are looking at the possibility of 1.5 goal here in full time. And second, we also want to look at 2.5 goal to occur in this event in full time. Looking at the next pick, we are looking at Sweden, Division 2, Vastra, Gotland, a match between Viding against Lingdom. Here, I want to share with you games they just wrestling had. You can see 6 goals were scored. Looking at some performance based on games they have had, you're going to see that the away team is really good. Out of 6 events played away, they have had 4 wins out of 6, recording 67%, as compared to the home team, which out of 5 events, they have had 2 wins, recording 40%. Looking now at some comparison based on home game played, they had games with teams such as Josenret, Sabaden, and example with other teams like you can see Vastra for Frolunda. I will compare here some matches played by Lingdom. They are very good at offense based on the way, just as we have seen based on this upper section here. Out of 6 events, they have recorded 67%. Now, looking at some comparison here, they had games with Savedalen. They had, you can see, 2-2, making a draw. They also had games with teams such as, you can see here, John Serret. They beat it 6-0. This same John Serret had the game with the opponent. You can see if Lingdom is able to beat John Serret up to 6-0, but John Serret also had a game with the opponent, as you can see here, and they had a draw. And of course, to tell you that the performance or the strength of Viding FF is almost as compared to that of Johnseret. But if the away team is able to beat it up to 6 goals, as you can see here, there is still the possibility of Ling to take the lead in this event in full time, as well as the possibility of goals. So for this event, we want to look at 2 major picks here in full time. The first most secure pick here is the possibility of 1.5 goal in full time, and we also want to look at 2.5 as well as the away team to lead this event in full time. Looking at the next pick, we are looking at USA in the WPSL. That is a match between Michelin women against Washington Douche Lion women. First, I'll share with you the recent games they just had. 5 goals were scored while Michelin women beat it. You can see playing away. This time, Michelin women is coming home, as you can see here. Looking at some games they have just had recently, based on 4 games played by the home team, they have recorded 2 wins, 50% win rate as compared to Washington Douche Lion, the away team, which out of 2 events they have had no win. Looking at some performance here, you are going to see MC Ling women at home, as you can see here. They are very good, even though they concede a lot with very strong teams. But I'll share with you some comparison based on the away games here to see our picks for this list. First, I will look at a match played by this home team, Michelin, against Arlington VAR women. And they had a loss. Arlington VAR women as well, they had a loss. But of course, our interest is a game against Alexandra Red women. And you can see that this same Alexandra Red women had a game with the opponent, as you can see. Alexandra Red women, as you can see here, they registered a huge loss, 4-2. But the Alexandra Red women was beaten 3-0. And another game here, you can see UKFC women, they had a loss 4-0. This same UKFC women had the game with the opponent. They beat it 5-1. And of course, we are looking at 2 to 3 major picks here in full time. First, we want to look at Michelin, the home team, to take the lead. Second, we want to look at the home team to score at least 1 goal or more. And third, we want to look at the possibility of 1.5 goal in this event in full time, as well as the possibility of at least 2.5 goal to occur for this event in full time. Looking at the next pick, we are looking at in the friendly game, a match between Young Boys against Ton. You can see here, and we are looking at some comparison based on the recent games they have just had. First, I'll share with you the performance of Young Boys at home. They are really very good. Out of 3 events, they have recorded 3 wins at home, 100% win rate. As compared to the away team, they have not had any games based on away. Looking at some comparison here, I want to share with you performances of Young Boys at home. They are very good, 3-3-4, as you can see, recent games being played, as compared to that of the opponent, as you can see here. We have some comparison we want to share with you. As an example, this home team had a game with Grasshopper Zurich. You can see that's Grasshopper, they beat it 3-0. This same Grasshopper Zurich had a game with the opponent, they had a draw, as you can see here, telling us that the home team is very good at home, and there is still the possibility of the home team to have goal here, as well as trying to lead this match. Of course, we have made other comparison, and we are looking at 2 major events here in full time. First, we want to look at possibility of 1.5 goal in full time. Second, we want to look at Young Boys to try to lead this game as well in full time, or giving a double chance for the home team or draw. No bet for this particular match event. Next, we are looking at Iceland in the third delete, a match between VD against Sindri. First, I'll share with you the games performances of these teams based on recent games. First, the home team VD at home. You can see out of 4 events at home, they have recorded 3 wins, 75% win rate as compared to Sindri at away, which out of 4 events, they had 2 wins, recording 50% win rate. Looking now at some comparison between the home team, they are very offensive at home. VD, you can see 8-6-7 based on recent games they have played. As compared to the opponent here, they are also good based on the way, as you can see, 5-0-2-4. Looking at one very important criteria here, this home team had a game with KV and beat it 8-0. This same KV had a game with the opponent. As you can see here, they beat it. You can see they also had a win here, 4-3. A record of 7 goals in total, and here we also had a record of 8 goals in total. Looking at other comparison, head-to-head, goals scored and goal conceded, putting everything in order, we are looking at 2 major picks here in full time. First, we want to look at 1.5 goal in full time. Second, we want to look at the possibility of 2.5 goal for this event in full time. And of course, be prepared for the upcoming weekend match prediction picks, which we are going to be releasing to you very shortly. And to those of you who have not yet subscribed to the membership package plan, you want to make sure to do so to take advantage of our hand-picked corner kick match predictions, straight wins, goals match picks, weekend prediction picks, as well as picks for the weekday. You want to take advantage of all of these just by subscribing to level 2 membership package plan and see how you can take your winning to the next level. I will put the link below this video for you to easily join as a member to benefit from all of these features we have mentioned. Good luck and see you again in the next upload. Bye-bye.